Hey guys, it's Chris Reed here, and I want to talk to you today about the purpose of your Patmos. Now you're probably wondering what Patmos is. Patmos is an island that's about 30 miles in circumference off the Aegean Sea that the Apostle John, that wrote the book Revelation, was banned to after he was unsuccessfully boiled in oil. And he was banned to this island, and the word Patmos actually means in the original Greek, it means my killing. What a place to go to, my killing. And sure enough, it lives up to its name. If you know anything about the geography of Patmos, it was a barren, fruitless, rocky land. Snake-filled, spider-infested, and no one was there. They chose to ban John there, and the worst form of punishment for a purpose-filled preacher would be put on an island alone with no fruit, no life, no production, no bearing seed, no greenery, no nothing but you, yourself, and I to keep yourself company. And so here John, who's at the end of his life, he's at the end of his ministry, probably feeling like the best days, maybe you feel that way, the best days of his life was behind him. Think about it. Acts chapter 2, that's already happened years ago. Acts chapter 3, where he walks in the gate called Beautiful with the Apostle Peter and they heal the lame man there, those days are long gone. Those are long gone. And now he's an old man, more than a generation after the resurrection of Jesus Christ. He is now the last living apostle, feeling alone. No other apostles yet alive, and he's been banned as a punishment to this island, and he's sitting there alone in a barren, rocky, dry place called my killing, or Patmos. Maybe you can relate. In fact, John said these words. He said in Revelations 1:9, he said, I, John, who am your companion in tribulation. Tribulation meaning pressure or stress. And so guess what? You're in good company. The Apostle John knew what it felt like being the only living apostle who was an old man at the end of his life, feeling like the best days were behind him, that God was done with him. He was washed up. There was nothing left for him to do. But he said, I'm your companion in tribulation, meaning pressure, stress, or issues. He says, I'm there with you. I know what that's like. And he said, I'm in a place called my killing, my Patmos. But it was in Revelation 1:9, while he was in that barren, rocky place, all alone, nobody there to encourage him, nobody there to help him, nobody there to lift him up. He says these words in Revelation 1:10, I got in the Spirit. I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day. That means that no matter where you are, if you're in the Patmos in your life, where you're dry and barren and rocky and fruitless and empty, no one's around, and you just feel isolated, can I tell you that those times in your life where nothing's growing, no produce, nothing's happening, can I tell you that those times in your life is where God can do His greatest works through you? Because on Patmos is where God did the greatest work in John's life ever, surpassing all the things, all the miracles in Acts 2 and 3. He produced in him the last book of the Bible, the revelation of Jesus Christ, that we are still marveling almost 2,000 years over and trying to figure out. God saves His best for last. John, your best days aren't behind you. Your best days at ministry are not behind you. You may feel alone and isolated in the Patmos of your life right now, dry, barren, and rocky. But can I tell you today that those places are the places that God chooses to produce His best work and give revelation to people in. And I just want to encourage you, if you're in your Patmos today, there's a purpose in it. God's not done with you. He can do greater things than He's ever done before. There's a purpose in your Patmos that if we're not Facebook friends today, click my name up there, send me a friend request. I'm excited about you recognizing there's a purpose in where you're at, and it's not the end. You know why I know it's the end? Revelation wasn't the end for John. Patmos wasn't the end, because we still got the book somehow. We're still reading the book, which lets me know he lived beyond that. If we're not Facebook friends, send me a request and take time to share this on your wall. Please share this. Someone needs to hear this message of hope. God bless you.